Hey guys, here we are. We're in a field. This isn't one of our hay fields. We're doing this custom for someone else, actually an old friend and a neighbor, an acquaintance, all of the above. So here we are. We're cutting, raking, baling this absolutely beautiful, textbook perfect hay crop. Hey guys, I had to stop and talk and show you guys this for a sec. It's too special to not stop and show you guys. We've taken on a small custom work job here for a friend, an old-time acquaintance, a neighbor, all of the above, and they need help with this hayfield, and it is truly something special. Yes, we've already shown you guys in some other videos and content that we've had some really good growing conditions here for grass and hay this year, so we're happy about that. However, this field is probably one of the most textbook perfect fields I've ever seen. This is kind of some behind the scenes agronomy stuff that if you're a hay producer, anyone involved in the forage business, you probably already know this, but for the people that are just kind of wondering what farmers do and what strategies we have to take in order to achieve good things in these good yields, check this out. Okay, so we are on a hillside. This field is not flat. It's not in a low water holding area. This is a 4-year-old hayfield. So yes, it's in the prime time of its life. Roots are established, and check this out. So it's not the tallest hayfield that we've ever seen. It's not as tall as that last one that was posted roughly in the middle of July here. And this field, as you can see, in that last field, the brome grass was as tall as the tires on the tractor. Yes, the wind's blowing a little bit and pushing this over. But strategy-wise, for a hay blend, we are in an area of the world where mixed hay is a pretty valuable thing for especially the cattle market and the horse market. So people want that versatility. They want a hay that kind of works in a bunch of ways for a bunch of different livestock. But anyways, the strategy, and this is where Northstar Seeds has helped us out and learning over the years a pile. And all these seeds are available through Northstar Seeds. But anyway, the hybrid brome that you see here, there is also a little bit of ryegrass. Perennial rye, it looks like, very low percentage, a very, very small percentage of timothy, very small percentage of orchard grass, right? We want that crop, and we want all these different plant species to get along and do well together and thrive together. So in years where one species might like the weather a little bit better, it thrives, and then in other years, other species thrive. So that you have a crop that, depending on the weather, can battle the storms or battle the weather and still have good production tonnage. This alfalfa, I actually don't know the variety of it. It's obviously not a silage alfalfa. It's like a Mountain View alfalfa that is typical of being grown up here in the hills. It'll withstand cooler nights. I just don't know exactly what variety this is, but it's a hardy one, I'll assure you that. But this is where this variety and choice of blend gets super fascinating. And this is the farmer in me nerding out. You see these bright pink plants. It's a legume called sandfoin. A lot of you guys know what sandfoin is. Sandfoin is a legume much like alfalfa, but it is non-bloat. So too much alfalfa can bloat a cow. A legume like sandfoin is non-bloat, so much safer. So in this blend, there's probably a 20 to 40% alfalfa blend of a couple different alfalfas. And this is where it just keeps getting cooler, is the density of this crop. Because of the agronomist that chose this blend, this crop has all the varieties we need for good forage and feed value, but a balanced ratio to work in these soils and work with each other. So as you can see, the alfalfas are probably 2/3 of the height of the crop. So from the canopy of the crop down, there is a remaining 1/3 of area that is not occupied by the alfalfa. All the leaf matter on alfalfa goes almost down to the stem, and we're cutting this field between 3 to 5 inches, depending on which way the cutters are sitting on this hillside. So density wise, this field is thicker and better than anything we've ever seen in this area. Yes, irrigation guys can achieve this, but from a dryland perspective, this is unheard of for me anyway. So we have the alfalfas that are occupying the first half to 2/3 of the density. Yes, the grass have leaves lower down, but they kind of get burnt off and dropped. As the grasses grow higher, they'll produce their leaves higher as well. But then the sainfoin kicks in, and its density brings you up to roughly 3/4 the height of the crop. And then all the grass mixtures, so the little bit of timothy, the little bit of orchard grass, but then the higher quantity, where am I here? The higher quantity of brome takes over. And so the last 25% of the height of the crop is mostly grass, heads of the grass and leaves that are reaching up. I love this Fast Track and Krone triple mowers, but this crop is so heavy. Out of any silage crop or any hay crop that we've ever cut, this is the hardest cutting I've ever put this tractor through. It's a good thing. There's gonna be a pile of hay here, but this video isn't about talking about good yields. This video is about a perfectly balanced crop for this area, this soil type, and our short growing season. So those three things are gonna give this field a very good average success for 10 years or more. This field's gonna do very good with that amount of alfalfa and legume and like sainfoin in there. The amount of nitrogen that those are gonna put back into the ground for the grasses to utilize, because grasses primarily use a lot of nitrogen. This is a perfectly balanced crop. How long have I been rambling? But anyway, just thought I'd share that with you guys. For those of you that know, you already know some of the stuff we just talked about, but for those of you that don't, there's your one learning for the day. Back to work. I can't believe we had to cut it as slow as we did, but I'll take that problem any day of the week. I wish this hayfield was mine. It is beautiful. And again, just wanted to show you a little video, not to talk about how good the yields are this year. I know not everybody has good yields, but just wanted to share with you and say, well, sometimes the perfect blend of crops, it's not necessarily what you grow or how you grow it, but certain varieties, certain hybrids, certain blends, sometimes putting a little bit of extra effort into that goes a long way, and this field proves that theory. So pretty good choice of grasses. I wish we could take credit for it, but it's not our field and we didn't seed it. It's just the people that did a great job. And well, just wanted to show you guys. Back to work. If you guys can see back through these windows, you might recognize the crop we were just talking about a couple days ago. That textbook perfect alfalfa, sainfoin, timothy, and brome grass. Such a beautiful crop and field to work in here. The only difficult part is the hill. Holy smokes! Round bale in a field like this is a little challenging because you gotta plan where every bale goes. There's no room for second chances. A runaway bale, geez, if it ended up down on the highway or the road or an innocent bystander, well, there's no innocent bystanders around here. All the bystanders are guilty. No, I'm just joking. There's no bystanders. Excellent yielding field. Very happy for this client. They're gonna have some beautiful hay. Well, you guys maybe haven't seen me do this before. Baling. Dad, I know we mentioned it in that other video. Dad's really liking baling with the IVT transmission. That's something he hasn't done a lot of, and you know what? Round baling with an IVT is pretty fun. It like, to kick my dad out of this tractor just now, he's like, "Oh no, I'm good." And it's funny how the only real difference is, like, comparing a day like today, where Dad's been baling since noon, is the IVT versus other tractors we used to bale with were all power shifts or power quads. And yeah, the fatigue in here, it's not really even a thing. The thing is that you're busier because you're probably carrying a better ground speed, you're doing more work, so things are happening a little bit quicker, but that's good, right? Who doesn't want to get home a little earlier at night? So that would be the only thing where you're probably focusing just a little bit more because, well, you're busier. There's lots going on and you're pumping out more bales an hour. So I thought I'd give them a rest though, because this field's a bit of a hard one to bale. We are on some steep hills like you guys have just seen in the drone imagery. We just finished putting up 127 1,400-pound round bales on 25-acre property, and that is just absolutely beautiful hay. I know I keep saying that about the blend and the hay that's in that field, but there's bales everywhere and they're beautiful quality hay bales. So thanks for watching this video, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.